Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're talking about the pros of living in Osage Beach. We're go through a few things to think about. We're gonna jump online, show some amenities, and then jump on the MLS and show you some properties that are available as well. Let's check it out. Alright, hey guys, my name is Scott, and if it's your first time visiting the channel, welcome, thank you. While you're here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell, because every week I'll put out a new video just telling you things that you should know about moving to or living in Lake of the Ozarks. We're also a group of licensed lenders and agents, so I love making these videos, but I love more to help you with your lending or real estate needs. So the number popping up below, I am the guy that'll answer the phone calls, the text messages, and the emails. If there's a question, a scenario, or just anything that I can do, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. In the meantime, in this video, we just wanted to talk about some pros of living in Osage Beach, maybe give you some things to think about. Obviously, as you're exploring the potential to relocate or invest or retire, Osage Beach is, of course, going to be one of those main areas that you're going to look at. So the number one pro, or the main reason why you're looking at this area, is because, well, no matter what city you travel to or visit or potentially move to, right, every city's got a heart. And Osage Beach is the heart of Lake of the Ozarks, and because it's the heart, top benefit is the convenience and ease of getting to amenities and things that you need. And so whether you need to go to the grocery store, retail stores, shopping centers, you need hardware stores, Lowe's, Home Depots, tons of restaurants in the area, tons of lakeside restaurants, and so anything that you need is going to be right there, conveniently located in the Ozarks. And if you need hospitals or medical facilities, that's all going to be there too. If you're thinking about relocating your family, Osage Beach has K through 12 school district. And so things to think about as you're going to relocate is that is the main hub. That's where the majority of the congestion is. It's easily accessible to all of those things that you're going to need. There is an influx of tourism that comes into that area, but if you're relocating and you don't want to drive a far distance, then obviously Osage is going to be one of those top areas for you to look at. I talk about it all the time. We live way down mile marker 42 and a half. And so anytime we have to go to town or do something, it's a drive, right? It's almost an inconvenience. And if we forget the eggs or got to get the milk or a pizza or something, like for us, we have to drive a distance to get that stuff, which we try to prep ahead of time. But there's always something that you're going to need. And if you're living here full time, then you might not want to make that drive every single time. Like it's easily an hour to two, round trip by the time we drive to where we got to go, get through that store, and then make the drive back. And so ease, convenience, that's a big factor and definitely something to consider. It's obviously one of the big pros for living in Osage. Because there's a lot of things that are centrally located right there, there's the entertainment factor as well, because there's tons of restaurants, there's tons of things to do, there's a lot of activities, outdoor lifestyle that you can live as well. And so depending on who you are and why you're coming down, you have state parks that are really close by. And so making sure that we're staying active and getting outside and doing some walks and some hikes or some biking, like that's easily accessible right there. You're close to lakeside in the strip, and so there's a lot of family fun activities that can happen over there. There's obviously a ton of lakeside activities as well. And so because you're right there in the heart, whether you're driving on land, right, and trying to get to those activities that are close by, or even if you're on boat, you're able to access more things quicker just because of the location of where you are. Another big pro about Osage is if you are relocating here permanently, a lot of people are doing that, and they ask the questions around community or neighbors, or what are people like down there, right? And I talk about it before, right? This is a Midwestern community, small town kind of feel. It's easy to build those relationships, and if you're right there in Osage, not only are you close to all the retail stuff, but you're going to be a little bit closer to your friends and your neighbors as well, just because that's where the majority of the population lives. And so a lot of people that we talk to are maybe thinking about retiring, right? right? So we're selling our home and we're relocating to the Ozarks. That's a big factor, right? To be close to the amenities, but close to your friends and close to your communities. A lot of people are interested in the golf course community, and there's a lot of great golf courses that are right here in the Osage and Village of Four Seasons, all upon the east side of the lake right here. There's a lot of great golf communities as well. So if you're retirement stage and you want to make sure that you have convenience, great, but you also want to make sure that you have community as well. And so building that in Osage is going to be a big benefit. Again, if you're way down the lake and you're in a little bit more of the remote areas, it's going to be a little harder to get around, and obviously a little harder to build a lot of community, right? Because there's just not as much congestion further down the waterway. So it's a big factor, and Osage has a lot of options for those that are thinking about retiring, especially if you're looking to do it in a condo project where you have low maintenance and amenities right there on the property. That's a great place to relocate because, again, convenience factor, the hospitals are there, the golf courses are there, the state parks are there. But inside of your own condo community is a great way to build relationships and community with other people too. So just back to the heart, back to the congestion of kind of people or housing or condominiums, and easily accessible to kind of that outdoor lifestyle, like Osage is clearly going to be one of the top places that you're going to research. Outside of all of those benefits, the other factor is, when you do choose to purchase, right, again, whether you're relocating, investing, whatever the case is, Osage is going to have a lot more options, right? So just because of the location and the amount of homes that are in this area, you're going to have a little bit more to choose from. You're also going to have a great investment. And so just like with anything in real estate, location, but also we want to make sure we get a good ROI on whatever investment we're making. And so because it's in Osage, you'll have more choices of single family homes, more choices of condo communities. And Osage is a very unique section of the lake. So we'll show you that here in a little bit. We're going to jump online, right? We're going to click around a little bit, show you some of the amenities and some things that are around this area. We're going to jump on the MLS and show you some properties as well. So obviously, again, Osage is going to be super convenient to a lot of things. It's obviously going to be a really good investment opportunity. So location is key in anything that we do, but we also want to make sure we get a good ROI and a return on our investment. And so let's do this real quick. We're going to jump online. I'm going to click around to some of the amenities and show you some map tours. And then we're going to click on the MLS and show you some homes and some things that are available as well. So we'll jump online. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to jump online. I'm going to show you, again, map, location, show you some amenities, and then we're going to click around and check out a few properties that are in the area as well. So I'll rank myself. The first thing we have here is obviously just a map of the country. Right here in the middle, you're going to have the state of Missouri. Clearly on one side, you have Kansas City. On the other side, right here is St. Louis. So when you go to the middle, you go down, this is where you're going to find the lake. Now, very specific to Osage Beach, it's going to be on this east side of the lake right here. And this right here is Highway 54, main artery that kind of runs through this area. And you can tell just from the Google Earth map here, that there's a lot of congestion up in the head, neck, and belly area of the lake, right? A lot of roadways, a lot of amenities. Again, back to the convenience of all this stuff. Highway 54 runs right through here, and then the business directory of the highway, the offshoot of it, is where all of those kind of amenities are going to be. And so clearly you can tell that just from this aerial map view that there's a lot of retail stores, a lot of congestion, a lot of things going on, clearly in this area, which again makes it super popular. One of the main amenities or one of the main attractions is all of the amenities. So kind of jumping over to just a map, you can tell as you kind of scroll in, you start to see the amount of stuff that's kind of available. So again, your Lowe's and Home Depots, there's a ton of stuff, this whole shopping area right in here. You have your chain restaurants, like Chili's and Applebee's, but I think the closer you get to the water, the more you have your local restaurants, those lakeside restaurants, Backwater Jack's, Reserve, 1932, a lot of restaurants and stuff up and down this business road, which is again off of Highway 54. So when you look at Osage just in particular, it's this whole area just kind of right here in this light gray, and those are a lot of the amenities. Clicking over to this map, you can tell we can get rid of the mile markers on here, but back to this section, you have a lot of lakeside restaurants and marinas and things in this area as well. So if you live here and you find lakefront property with your boat, you're going to have access to, again, a lot of marinas, a lot of restaurants. Backwater Jacks is here, Shorties, Redheads, Dog Days. So you have a lot of stuff that's just literally right here in this area. So obviously, again, big draw, big attraction. And then kind of jumping over to the MLS, when you think about this Osage area, we're very specifically looking at just single family homes at any price point, but I have checked that these are going to be lakefront properties. And so you can tell once you cross the water, there's a lot of properties available again on this peninsula, but a lot of range here in the Osage area as well. And so depending on, again, what you're searching for, the lakefront property right here at $575. So great single family home. Decks tiered all the way down, lakefront property. It's going to be a great option. And obviously that one's at $575. And then right next door, you have kind of a new build construction around $1.8. More of a modern look, modern feel. Obviously brand new, ready to move into it. Super clean. Go down the lake a little bit more. If you cross in here, you have a property at $700. Again, another great option, single family home. Right on the water, great location, dock out back, come up here a little bit more, $975. I think I could handle that. Great living room with the fireplace and views of the water. You got 2 wells, great dock, patio space. So there's a lot of options, obviously, in that single family range, if that's what you and your family are looking for. Again, we talked to some folks that are even looking for condos, and they're looking for some that are less maintenance, some amenities with the HOAs, and there's going to be a lot of options here in the 300 to 500 range. Property here at $298. Clearly you have a slip and a spot for your boat, which is obviously very important. There's a few kind of down in this area. All of these are going to be really great options too. And I think a lot of people that, again, are looking to, like this whole community right here, again, you have your docks and you probably have your slip out back. You have your lakefront community. So there's a huge draw and attraction for those that are just looking for less maintenance. Maybe, again, in that retirement stage, there'll be a lot of options too. So, again, just back to having the convenience of everything right here. And then obviously, depending on what you're looking for and what your needs are, you're going to have a lot of single family home options. You're going to have a lot of condominium options. If you're looking for investment opportunities, obviously there's a lot of that as well. And, with the investment piece, you just have to make sure that the condominium and the HOA management allows for that short-term rental. So anyway, we know Osage Beach is the heart of the lake. We know it's the most popular place. We know that's where the congestion for retail stores and the convenience and the hospitals, school districts, K through 12. So many pros and positives that come into this area. The outdoor lifestyle that you can live, and if you're retiring but still be close to state parks and golf courses, and then just the community and the feel that you can build because everything's a little bit closer. Obviously, when you're looking for properties, location is super key for that resale value, but there's also going to be a lot of choices and options. So just wanted to put together a video, talk about the pros of Osage. We say it all the time, right? We're licensed lenders and agents. The videos are great, but we would love to set up this home search for you. We would love to help you answer any questions. So one more time, the number popping up below. I am the guy that'll answer that phone call, text message, or email. If there's a question, a scenario, a home search that we can help you out with Osage, please don't hesitate to reach out, let us know. And until then, we'll see you on the next video.